first of all, I would like to congratulate you for getting selected at one of the most prestigious management institute of our country, IIM Kozhikode. So, and thank you so much for joining us in this session today. Ma'am, would you please introduce yourself?
So, hello everyone, I'm Uttama Hande and I'm a chemical engineering graduate from MITS Gwalior, the batch of 2019. And the calls I converted were CAP calls, all of them, plus I'm Kozhikode.
Okay, and what was your percentile in CAT?
It was 96.95.
So, how is the feeling for being selected at at one of the most prestigious management institute of the country?
It's pretty good, I would say that, but it just fades away after some times because the schedule is very, very hectic.
Engineering से management पे shift करना. So, what was the inspiration कि ये shift करने के लिए?
It was mostly, that I wanted to get ahead in my career from a very early start. So I thought that MBA would definitely give me that. So I went for management.
Finally, now you are into a management college. तो आपको क्या लगता है कि थोड़ा work experience के बाद MBA करना चाहिए या फिर it's better to start off early only?
Both of these options have their pros and cons. I guess everyone, mostly people do it with some work experience. The average work experience at IIM Kozhikode is 2.5 years. So it
Okay.
definitely gives you a disadvantage if you're not with WorkX. But I guess without going without WorkX also has its advantages because you're already in that studying mode and you don't have to shift a lot. Yeah. So my friends who have work experience at IIM Kozhikode, they're actually finding it a little difficult to start getting into that studying mode again because with work everything was very, very different, very different. So I guess that's one of the advantage.
So, like CAT is considered really a very difficult exam. So, what makes this exam so difficult to crack? Is the exam pattern or is the competition that you face in the exam?
From my experience, I would say it's neither. It's neither of them. It's not even the pattern, and it's not the competition because competition doesn't matter after some time. It really doesn't because when you get that around, you can say from the old pattern, I would say around 120, 130 mark. Above that, competition really matters, but below that, not so much if you're scoring well. And as for the pattern, you have to get really used to the pattern.
So, for our viewers, we would like to tell you that there are 3 sections in CAT: quantitative aptitude, verbal ability, and reading comprehension, including and with data interpretation and logical reasoning. So, ma'am, what do you feel? कि सबसे tough आपको कौन सा section लगा and which was the hardest to crack among the 3?
Okay, so both of these questions have different answers. The toughest I really thought was quantitative ability, but that's really subjective. That's because I thought it was tough. But the hardest to crack is definitely, I would say, English. I'm a little bit biased because I actually liked English and I was good at it. But the people who are not good at it, who are not good at English initially, they might find it really hard to crack. Both the other two, LR and quantitative ability, can be practiced over time, can be improved drastically. But English is a little something which needs, some threshold knowledge about English. So that's difficult to crack.
We would like to know how you manage your CAT preparation along with your engineering curriculum.
Okay, so I started in 5th semester. I joined the coaching and it was pretty clear after that because I knew that I had these 2 hours which I'll designate to CAT preparation, while going to the coaching classes and the other hours for mocks and sectionals, etc. So joining the coaching really helped me, set a timetable for CAT preparation. But other than that, I would say that I had to find a minimum 3 hours in a day other than these classes and these mocks to really crack CAT.
And which coaching did you join, if you can tell us?
I joined Time Gwalior.
Time Gwalior. So how was the experience there, the faculty, the material?
The material is definitely, it's it's on another level. The material is pretty good. Plus, the faculty
Mhm.
were very, very helpful, and they always made time for students if we had some doubts.
So how was your interview process?
Okay, so during this whole process, I must have given about 6 to 7 interviews for all the IIMs.
Okay.
Interview process were very varied, I would say, because
Mhm.
some institute might focus on some aspect of your personality or from your educational background, and some might focus on the other. So it was different for every interview. Some were good, some were stress interviews and not
How was
gave a lot of
IMK's
details.
interview?
IMK's interview was definitely a stress interview. So
Okay.
the questions were from everywhere. They were from my hobbies, they were from chemical engineering, they were from current affairs, some were even math questions. So I guess
Okay.
it was a mix of all of them.
So how did you prepare for the interview? Like any specific preparation, or you were just like cool and calm and straight headed went to give the interview?
Okay, so the second situation never occurs. I would just uh, that doesn't happen. You're never calm before an interview, and that goes on for and that goes for even placement interviews. You are never calm. So I guess preparation wise, I started by reading the newspaper daily. I guess that's the most basic thing you can do, because they are going
Hmm.
to ask you about current affairs, and you're going to have really deep knowledge about certain things. That was that. And some subjects which I think people should stress on are history, economics, and from their own subject, their graduation subject, about their hobbies, etc. These are
Hmm.
something that you should read upon. And yeah, I guess that would be enough.
What do you think about the diversity points criteria in some IIMs? Like, did it help you anyway?
Uh, Diversity points are disclosed at the time of shortlisting. So you get some
Hmm.
points for being from the, I guess, from different educational background, and some, some are not given as much points, but that is something very different. Diversity, I would say, it does play part, but it it depends on how your interview went. If you were able to, justify that diversity when they were asking you question. For example, you come from some really different, unique graduation subject like psychology or something like that, then you have to have deep knowledge in that subject as well.
So how did you use to analyze your mocks? Because analyzing is a
Uh,
very important part.
yes. So I guess analyzing is definitely more important, I would say, than actually appearing for the mock. And while you're giving 3 hours to the mock, you should give at least 6 hours to the analyzing part, so that you don't really make the same mistakes and waste more mocks. So for analyzing, I used to go question by question and in every section. So in the solution of AIMCATs and SIMCATs, there are these solution videos. So these videos help a lot in clearing doubt. Text might not help a lot, but videos do. And after that, following up with the faculty is definitely something. If you still have doubt after watching the video, if you're unsure if it is the right method to do a question, or if you want to know if there are some other methods, then keeping in touch with the faculty and asking them your doubts after every mock is a must.
So that was it from us today. Thank you, Uttam ma'am, for joining us with this session. Hope to see you again really soon. As soon you complete your graduation, for your post graduation, we'll be meeting you again very soon.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Thank you.